right, let's bring our palms together, center the chest. And because we have some relatively new people, I always explain things a little bit in detail. So the reason we're doing this is you're bringing your 72,000 nerve endings from the left side and the right side together to balance out your nervous system. When you bring them together, you're kind of balancing the two hemispheres of your brain and circulating the energy through both sides of your nervous system. Okay, so we're going to take a long, deep breath. And the way that works is, and it's the basic breath we use throughout the class, is to inhale slowly through the nose. Take it all the way down to the bottom of your belly. Let the belly expand down and out. Fill into the rib cage. Fill the chest, heart center elevated. Keep the heart center up. You don't want to be slunched over. You want to keep the heart center elevated. Keep the lower back tucked in. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Fill up through the chest. And then keep the neck lock in place. It doesn't have to be super tense, but you want to pull the chin back slightly so it straightens the spine under the base of the skull. Fill up all through the top of the head. And then exhale, letting the tension go from the head, the neck, the chest, the rib cage. Pull the navel back, push the air all the way out. And we always exhale through the nose. Now some of you are like this. You don't get a full contact. You want to get as much of that contact as you can with the palms and fingers. Inhale deeply again, full deep breath. Same process. Elevate all the way up through the top of the head. Inhale some more, shoulders relaxed, heart center elevated. Inhale some more. Now hold the breath. Feel the energy. It's prana, life force energy. It's not the oxygen. It's the spark within the atom. That's the blueprint of the universe. Atoms do their cosmic dance. Neutrons, electrons, protons are circulating around. And exhale. And the process of exhale is the process of elimination. Apana. Like once upon a time. Not really, but I mean, it's apana is an elimination force. You have the life force energy coming in. You have the elimination force releasing stuff and letting it all go. Okay, now we're going to do the mantra. So you'll inhale, we'll do it in two parts. Om Namo on the first breath, Guru Dev Namo on the second breath. So inhale deeply. Om. Deep breath. Again. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so today we're going to do what is called the Spinal Flex Series, Basics Spinal Energies Series, and this will help clear the mind. It helps increase flexibility of the spine. It moves the spinal fluid up and down the spine. And every one of these exercises you can do sitting in a chair. So if you're not comfortable sitting on the floor, you can always do this sitting in a chair. Okay, so I'm going to turn sideways because we have some new people that might not be able to remember what to do here. So you're going to hold on to your shins. As you inhale, you're going to roll the hips forward. As you elevate the chest, keep the head level and straight, and exhale, roll back on the hips. Inhale forward, exhale back. Take the breath down to the navel point. Use your navel point when you breathe. That's your power center, the third chakra. Builds the fire energy. Fire turns water energy into steam, and steam is a very energetic force. By energizing through the third chakra at the navel point, you're processing out subconscious anger, residual anger in your system as well. So use that breath. Don't just shallow breathe up here in the top part of the lung. The breath is the driving force behind the yoga. The exercises take the energy of the breath, that pranic energy, and focus it on various parts of the body. Use your mental focus. Direct the energy of the breath where you're feeling the tension or the aches or the pains or whatever's going on in the spine. Your mind is like a focus point. It helps to augment, increase the dynamic effects of whatever the yogic exercise we're doing. So stay conscious. Breathe into where you're feeling the tension. As you exhale, let the tension go. Just a few more seconds now. Powerful breath. Focus at the brow point now. Point between the eyebrows, top of the nose. Breathe powerfully. Circulate that energy throughout the body. Rather than leaning forward, elevate the heart center as you roll the hips forward. It's an elevation process. If you got your phone, somebody's phone's ringing. Inhale, straight spine, full deep breath. Elevated heart center, shoulders relax, fill all the way up, top of the head. And exhale, letting the tension go. Now, if you're comfortable sitting on your heels, you can sit that way. Otherwise, stay in cross-legged position. Okay, now the focus now is going to be right here at the heart center. So you're going to flex the heart center forward and backwards. Pull back on the shoulders a little bit. Still elevate the chest as you inhale forward. Again, use your mental focus. Direct the energy of the breath to the heart center as you inhale. As you exhale, let the tension go. Remember, it's an elevation process. It's not a leaning forward process. So lift that heart center up as you lean, as you flex the spine. Now inhale, straight spine, full deep breath. Fill the belly, expand into the rib cage, fill the chest. Heart center elevated, shoulders relaxed. Fill up through the neck, neck lock in place, all the way to the top of the head. Inhale some more. Hold the breath, feel the energy. Keep the straight spine. Exhale, letting the tension go. Now bring the hands up onto the shoulders. I'm getting old, I can't grab my shoulders. Fingers to the front, thumbs to the back. The important thing is to keep the elbows up. Upper arms are parallel to the ground. Keep the heart center elevated. Keep the head level. You don't want the head up, you don't want the head down. Inhale, you're going to twist left. Exhale, twist right. Turn the head from shoulder to shoulder. Now, if you have trouble with dizziness, I recommend keeping the eyes closed. Focus at the brow point. To turn the head as well. This is the only exercise yogically that lubricates those pads between the vertebrae. Each one of your back bones in your back have a little pad called a disc. Those pads need to stay soft, moist, and spongy. If they get dried out, brittle and hard and crumbled, then you got bone on bone, then you got chronic back pain. So this helps to circulate the spinal fluid in through those pads. Keep elevating the heart center. Keep stretching the spine up. Keep the head level as you're doing this. Keep the elbows up. Some of you got your elbows down. Open up that lung capacity. Opens up the heart center. Last few seconds. Focus at the brow point. Powerful breath. Inhale to the center, full deep breath, relax the arms down. Keep your focus at the brow point, full deep breath. Shoulders relax, elevated heart center. Keep your focus at the brow point. You might feel some dizziness, but keep your focus. Mental concentration. Keep the focus and exhale, letting the tension go. Again, inhale deeply, full deep breath. All the way up, top of the head, focused at the brow point. And exhale, letting the tension go. Now, if some of you are brand new, you can relax the arms down. Just relax your arms down. There we go. Some of you are brand new and you're probably saying, oh my God, I'm feeling dizzy. I don't, kind of woozy. The energy of the breath, you're building a surplus of energy into your system. You're not utilizing all the energy of the breath. You know, when you run, you really utilize all the energy of the breath. In yoga, we build up a surplus of energy. That surplus of energy puts a load on your nervous system. So this is going to strengthen your nervous system. Eventually, your nervous system gets stronger and it's not such a problem. Yawning is a perfectly natural process in learning to adapt to this extra energy flow. The other thing that's going on is you might feel some tingling sensations throughout your body. That's your nervous system, the stimulation of your metabolism. Your cells are waking up. It's like you have an embers of a dying fire and you just blow gently on those embers. They get redder, hotter, and they burst into flame. Now you're not going to burst into flame, but the idea is it wakes up all your cells. When you wake up the cells, you get that tingling sensation. So the energy level of all your cells starts increasing. That's the dynamic. You know, when you fall asleep on your arm and it's kind of numb and you wake up and you take the pressure off your arm, you get that tingling sensation in your arm as the blood circulates back in there. That's the kind of dynamic you're working with. Also, you might have some throbbing or pulsing, like in the chest or in your glands or the back of the skull, center of the brain. That's the stimulation of your glandular system. That's very important to get that glandular system stimulated to keep it working and be properly stimulated. Okay, now bring your hands into bear grip. Left hand palm facing away. Bring your hands like this right here at the heart center. The left hand's facing away like this, and you just kind of grip. You don't interlace the fingers. You just kind of put it like this and go like that. And now just curl your fingers in. Are you interlacing your fingers? So we're just doing like this. If somebody next to her, look how she's doing hers. Look at her over there. There you go, there you go. Maybe I couldn't see very well, I don't know. Just looked like you were interlacing yours. Okay, now, like a propeller, you're going to inhale, lift the left elbow as you drop the right. Keep the forearms in a straight line. As you exhale, you're going to lift the right elbow and drop the left. Moving the elbows up and down. This is very beneficial for moving the lymph fluid, especially for you women in the breast area. Stimulates the flow of the lymph fluid so that you have a better use of the immune system, so that your body doesn't allow, it helps to prevent breast cancer and things like that, complications in the upper chest area. Your lymph fluid has to move around. We don't move around enough, and this, you'll feel it. Now, take a look here. You don't want to, you want to keep the hands, keep the elbows straight. There we go. Just lift those elbows up and down. Keep a firm grip on that bear grip. Keep the thumbs and everything. Yours is open like that. Keep it grip like, bring your other thumb in and grip your hand. Okay, now inhale, straight line. Stop and pull. Remember, have your other hand gripping it too. Curl both hands into together like that. And exhale, relax the arms down. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Now, sitting cross-legged, you're going to have to hold on to the knees. And you're going to have the elbows locked straight, okay? It's going to create a restricted movement. Elbows locked straight. Grab a hold of the knees and lock the elbows straight. So your upper shoulders are kind of scrunched a little bit. As you inhale, you're going to pull back on the shoulders as you press the heart center up. You'll feel it in the uppermost part of your spine, up under the base of the skull and in the neck and between the shoulder blades. It's a very slight movement. Press that Heart center up and pull the shoulders back. As you exhale, just relax forward again. Keep the elbows locked straight. Elbows locked straight. Keep the elbows locked straight. It's not so much your lower back as the uppermost part of your back. So if your elbows are locked straight, you'll get the best movement. Otherwise, you're compromising the flow of the exercise. There we go. You'll feel it in that uppermost part of your ribcage, uppermost part of your spine, under the base of the skull there, in the upper chest and the upper back between the shoulder blades. Infuse the energy of the breath into that area.
Focus more on the breath into the lungs?
Well, you're just kind of breathing, and you'll feel where the tension is. That's where you direct the energy of the breath. Where you feel that tension there in the uppermost part of your spine. So breathe into that area. Okay, inhale, straight spine, relax the shoulders, you can relax the arms, full deep breath, fill the belly. Keep that chin tucked in, chin drop it down a little bit. There we go, straight spine, fill all the way up, top of the head. Hold the breath, feel the energy. And exhale, letting the tension go. Now we're going to have our hands resting on top of our knees. Elbows are relaxed now. This upper chest, neck, and shoulder area gets a lot of tension stored there. And the problem with that is all your cares, all your subconscious worries, all your subconscious negative thoughts, all your subconscious stuff, criticism's been dumped on you, all that negativity, you kind of hunch it in here. You know how people feel like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders. That's what you're dealing with. Now, the dynamic of all that tension is it kind of constricts the blood flow to the brain. When you constrict blood flow to the brain, it's a physiological fact. I learned it in physiology class many years ago when I was in college, that it causes you to feel depressed or not very enthusiastic about life. So you want to kind of open up this whole area. That's what you're doing. So your hands are resting on the knees. You're going to inhale, push the shoulders up as high as you can. Keep the head straight. Exhale, just let them drop. Inhale, push them up. Push your shoulders up. Don't move the spine, just your shoulders. There you go. Little kids like to call this the choo-choo exercise, like a choo-choo train. Keep the head level. Try to breathe through the nose. We have tissues if you need to clear your sinuses. If you're way in the back, you can grab some paper towels or toilet paper out of the bathroom. Yoga is a cleansing process. Push them up and then they'll let them drop. Push them up, let them drop. You got to learn to let go. We tend to want to control everything. This is a great benefit. Not only are you breaking up that upper body tension, you are also moving the lymph fluid back into the bloodstream underneath the collarbones. It's got to get into your blood system and filter all that junk out through the liver and the kidneys. Now some of you got your head up and back. Keep the chin level. Stay level-headed. Last few seconds now. Powerful breath. Inhale up. Exhale, let them drop. Now, for some of you, if this is a new experience and you got a lot of tension up there, you're honest, feel, oh my God, everything feels like it turned to lead and I feel like I'm paralyzed in that upper chest, neck, and shoulder area. Okay, last time. Inhale, bring the shoulders up. Full deep breath. Inhale some more. Lift up the spine. Stretch up the spine. Inhale some more. Tuck in the chin now. Chin to the chest. Inhale some more. Hold the breath. And we're going to apply the root lock or Molabon. Squeeze tight the muscles around your tailbone. The bottommost part of your spine. Squeeze tight those muscles. And pull in the navel point. Hold the breath. Pull in the navel point. Back towards the spine. Feel the heat. Let it circulate. It's healing energy going through the body. And exhale, relax down. Relax down. Inhale deeply. Shoulders relax. Shoulders relax. Stay relaxed. Exhale. This kind of opens up this whole area. Up here, you feel some kind of tingling sensation or warmth. That's, you're getting energy into there. That's what yoga's all about, is to bring the energy into all areas of the body. You don't realize where residual tension, that locked in tension sneaks in. You don't even realize it's there, especially like in your shoulders. You have to constantly monitor it. So we do yoga sets and yoga exercises to stimulate different parts of the body. You're designed to be a flow-through system. You're made up of 60 to 70% water, fluid. If that fluid doesn't freely flow through you and gets locked into an area that stagnates, it's like being in the backwaters of a swamp. That area becomes very yucky, it's full of scum and everything else. That's where disease starts building. Okay, next exercise. You're going to just drop the chin to the chest and slowly rotate the head up around the back. On the inhale, very slowly exhale down around the front. Work out the kinks in your neck. Take your time. This helps to stimulate those major glands in the throat, base of the skull, center of the brain. It also helps to work out the kinks in your neck so you, again, get better circulation up through the neck, up into the brain. Everything that the brain does has to pass through the neck. That's why they call it a bottleneck situation. And if you got so many constricted blood vessels and everything else going on, all that energy is getting bottlenecked up into that neck area. Then life it definitely becomes a pain in the neck. You want to work all that out. That's what we're trying to do here. When you're doing a yoga class, it's good to drink water, kind of increase the fluidity in your life, people talk about, you don't want to have too thin of blood, but if your blood doesn't have enough fluid in it, it can't flow freely. You need to drink a lot of water here in the desert. And the way you can monitor it is if your urine is very yellow, you need to drink a lot more water. If it's kind of a light golden color, that's the color that's ideal, or even if it's sort of clear. But if it's dark orange or very yellow, you need to drink more water. And reverse direction. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Just rotate the head around the shoulders. We're not being a sway back person. We're not swaying around like this. Just moving the head. Shoulders are stable. And inhale to the center. All right. Okay, I think we did it both ways. Remember to keep that head level. Okay, inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Remember, keep those shoulders relaxed. Relaxed. Those shoulders are very sneaky. They're always trying to crunch up on you. And you're always trying to shelter your heart center. Everybody has a certain amount of heart trauma, broken-heartedness, as a little kid or whatever, expectations. So you have all these minor injuries to your heart center. So you have to learn to open the heart center back up. You don't want to be hunched over. You want to stay open. The world will be a much friendlier place. People will be more receptive to all the good things you have to offer them. Okay, last exercise in this yoga set is a very powerful kriya called Sat Kriya. Now, if you're comfortable sitting on your heels, you can do it that way. Otherwise, stay cross-legged. Okay, we'll be bringing the arms up, and you're going to interlace the fingers. If you're a woman, you're interlacing the fingers left over right. If you're a man, you're interlacing the fingers right over left. And then you're going to just bring your index finger up like this. Elbows are locked straight as best you can. Keep that heart center elevated as best you can. All right, just relax the arms down. That's the first part. And you're going to keep the head straight. Just relax the arms down because we're going to do it for 3 minutes. So, now the second part of the mantra is using the mantra Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat means the totality of truth, the all-encompassing truth of the universe. Everything is included, from dark holes, dark matter, dark energy, to good and bad people, places, things, animals, you name it. Everything's included in the concept of the totality of truth. That's what Sat means. Nam means the unique manifestation of some element of that truth happening here and now, right here and now. The floor is manifesting some element of the truth. The lamp is is demonstrating some element of the truth. Each person is demonstrating some element of the truth, manifesting. Truth is very, very dynamic, very diverse. Now, when we chant Sat, you're going to be engaging the navel point in your diaphragm. You're going to go Sat. You're going to pull the navel point in and up. So it goes Sat. And then when you chant Nam, you relax these diaphragm and navel point, and you project out at the brow point. Nam. Your tongue touches the upper palate. Nam. You're going to feel a vibration right here at the brow point. So you're stimulating this power center, your navel point. It's coming up through the heart center, and you're projecting it out through and opening up your third eye point to be able to see the unseen, know the unknown, and stimulating these glands up here, your pineal and pituitary gland. I don't want to get too much into the weeds of the technology of it. You can always read about it. Okay, so it's going Sat Nam. Sat Nam. And you're going to do it with your arms up, interlace the fingers, point the index finger. If that's too complicated, you can do it with your palms together, but that's harder. So just interlace the fingers and point the index finger. And before you get started, let me get a timer going here so we don't have you spend too long doing this. Okay. All right. Okay, bring the arms up. Point the index finger. Inhale deeply. Beginning, you just grab the breath when you can. Sat Nam. 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 Inhale deeply. Full deep breath. Stretch up. Last time. Inhale some more. Hold the breath and apply the root lock. Squeeze tight, base of the spine. Pull in the navel. Focus breath. Bring the energy up the spine. And exhale, relax the arms down. Now come lying down on your back. Totally relax. Just lie down on your back and totally relax. Just breathe long and deep, a relaxed breath. Just Let the energy circulate. Let the tension go. Just imagine the breath comes in through every cell of your body from head to toe. Yogi Bhajan talked about your skin as being a third lung. Arms at your side, palms facing up, receptive pose. Palms facing up. The palms of your hands are just open. Your hands give off energy, they receive energy. Just relax the legs, everything relax. Let the weight of your body release into the floor. Let your mind float free. Feel how the breath flows in. Let that energy of the breath circulate to every part of your body as if every cell takes in the breath. That pranic energy, that life force energy, the blueprint of the universe, the cosmic energy. And as you exhale, just let the tension go. Let it disperse out of you in all directions. The focus within. Just let yourself dwell deep within your consciousness. Let your mind float free. Let the energy circulate. Let the tension go. It's all about letting and letting go of, allowing. Now inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale. Begin wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Bring yourself back. Exhale. Inhale. Rotate your ankles and your wrists. Rotate your ankles and your wrists. Rotate your ankles and your wrists. Turn them into circles. Rotate the hands around on your wrists and rotate your ankles, feet around your ankles. Now inhale, stretch the arms overhead. Stretch out the body, stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale some more and stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, release the tension. Inhale, rub the soles of the feet, palms of the hands together. And exhale. Now extend the legs down. Bend one leg and turn that bent knee over the other leg. Do a cat stretch to the side. You can see how he's doing it there. Yeah, just turn that hip over. You can use your hands to help your knee. Just stretch out your hip, inhaling to the side. Make sure you don't tip over your water bottles. When you have your water bottles here, make sure you have the cap on them so they don't spill onto the rug. And now inhale and exhale back to center and inhale to the other side. Exhale back to the center. Now inhale and pull both knees into the chest. Wrap your hands around your knees. Just pull the knees to keep your head and shoulders on the mat. Keep your head and shoulders flat on the ground. Keep your head and shoulders on the ground. Now pull the knees in. You'll feel a stretch in your lower back. Exhale, back off from the tension. Again, inhale, pull the knees in. And exhale, back off from the tension. Now rock from side to side. Hold on to the knees and just rock from side to side. This helps to loosen up that lower back. If you got a tight back, this is a good way to loosen it up. Also, if you have a tight lower back when you wake up in the morning, it's an indication you probably haven't drunk enough water, because your kidneys get tight. They get tense, and that whole lower back feels like you got a belt of tension around it. So if you drink about a quart of water, you'll find that tension goes away. Now begin rocking forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. Rock yourself up to a sitting position for the meditation. Okay, as I mentioned before, every one of these exercises that you did, except for the layout, can be done sitting in a chair. So if you have a desk job, you're in an office space, you have a lunch hour and you want to do some yoga for yourself, you can actually do it sitting in a chair like that. Now be careful if you're in a chair with those rollers, you can get yourself out of control there. The chair could slip out from under. Stable chair, Okay, now for this meditation, we're going to deal with the 5 tattvas. You have 5 fingers, you have 5 toes, there are 5 tattvas. The 5 elements of the universe. The earth energy, the water energy, the fire energy, the air energy, and the ethers. Now in the Tao system, they're different. There's metal and some other things in it. But anyway, you're going to bring those 5 tattvas together just like this, okay? The tips of your fingers and your fingers kind of spread wide. And you're going to put enough pressure on those fingers so that there's firm contact. Your elbows are locked straight across. So your fingers, your forearms are straight across. You pull your thumb back towards the spine. The other fingers are spread wide, pointing forward, just like this. The eyes are open and you're looking down at the tip of the nose. This helps to balance the hemispheres of the brain. Not so much like that, but more like this. There you go. Okay. I'll come around and make sure everybody's got it. The fingers are pointing forward, thumb is back toward the heart. Just like this. Now you're going to be focused at the tip of the nose. It's going to feel like you're going to be cross-eyed, but don't worry, you're not going to get stuck that way. This helps to balance the two hemispheres of the brain. You'll feel like one eye's dominating over the other, and then it balances, goes back and forth till eventually, if you do this stuff long enough, you can see down both sides equally. That helps to activate both sides of the brain at the same time. Then you're going to inhale like we did at the beginning, a full deep breath through the nose, all the way up to the top of the head. Keep the head straight, but you're looking down at the tip of the nose. And you're going to exhale through rounded lips. And continue. Maintain the pressure on your fingertips. Keep the focus at the tip of the nose. And just breathe. Fingers are pointing forward. Thumbs are pulled back towards your heart center. Fingers are pointing forward. This first part of your finger is what you're pressing. Spread the fingers wide, and your fingers point forward. Your thumb is pulled back toward the other. Fingers point forward. All right. You're not touching the chest. You're out just a little bit. Your elbows are parallel to the ground. There you go. Very good. Just point your fingers forward now. Just rotate your hands so your fingers point forward. There you go. Just like that. Not like that. Yeah, good. You're just pressing the fingertips. Not so much like this. Spread the fingers wide. And curl the fingers wide. Put pressure on the fingers. Keep the chin touched. Drop the chin down the third one. And just breathe. Spread the fingers wide. Put the fingers forward. Thumb is back toward the spine. There. And keep the elbows up so that your upper arms are parallel to the ground. Eyes are focused, tip of the nose. That puts a lot of pressure at that third eye point. But eventually that pressure goes away. So use the breath as you process the energy, work with the tension. And while you're doing this, I'm going to explain some things to you about the dynamics of this meditation. It's for inner vitality and stamina. That's what this meditation is doing. The 5 elements are categories of quality that are based in the energetic flow of your life force. If all the elements are strong and balanced and located in their proper areas of the body, then you can resist stress, trauma, and illness. You also do not get confused in conflicts between the two hemispheres of the brain as they compete for the right to make and direct decisions. This meditation uses the hand movement to pressure the 10 points in the fingers that correlate to the zones of the brain in the two hemispheres. The equal pressure causes a kind of communication and coordination between the two sides of the brain and the nervous system. The deep inhale gives endurance and calmness. The exhale through the mouth strengthens the parasympathetic nervous system. from a control band of reflexes. The exhale through the mouth strengthens the parasympathetic nervous system from a control band of reflexes in the ring of the throat. This calms reaction to stress. The strokes of the exhale stimulate the pituitary gland to optimize your clarity, intuition, and decision-making capacities. This meditation resolves many inner conflicts, especially when the conflicts arise from the competition between the different levels of your functioning. For example, your spiritual versus your mental versus your physical or survival needs. So this has a lot of benefits, and we're going to do it for 11 minutes today, but when you go home you can do it for 3 minutes and gradually build to 11. Just do the best you can. Keep the pressure, keep the focus, tip of the nose. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the rounded lips. The elbows locked straight. Keep the upper arms parallel to the ground. Thumb is pulled back. Take your time to take that full deep breath before you blow it out slowly but surely through the rounded lips. Use your navel point, your power center, to push the air all the way out, and then let that belly relax and expand down and out as you take in the breath through the nose, all the way up to the top of the head. And then you exhale through the rounded lips. That steady pressure on those fingertips. If you're not comfortable sitting cross-legged, you can extend your legs out. There's no restrictions. The heart center elevated. You're going to have some pressure under the shoulder blades because you're putting this pressure and keeping the elbows up. Three more minutes. Take the time to take that full deep breath. Then push the air all the way out through the rounded lips. One more minute. Do your best now. Finish strong. Fingertips touching. Pressure on the fingertips. Eyes focus tip of the nose. Breathe long and deep. Inhaling long and deep through the nose. Exhaling through the round the lips. Now inhale deeply, full deep breath. Last time now. Elevated heart center. Fill all the way up, top of the head. Inhale some more. More. Hold the breath. Exhale. Again, inhale and then begin shaking out the hands and arms. Shake it out, shake it. Bounce the knees up and down. You're going to shake out your whole body. Get the energy to distribute. And exhale, relax the arms down. Now just sit quietly, or you can lie down quietly. And become the observer. You are going to be the observer of what's going on. There's no right or wrong answers. There's no judgment. There's no shame. There's no blame. But there is compassion because you are experiencing what it is you're observing. So be aware of the dynamics flowing through your body, the tingling sensations, the heat, the cold, the tension, the aches, the pain, the numbness, the throbbing, the pulsing, whatever it is. Allow it to be there. There's no right or wrong answers, no judgment, no shame, no blame, but with compassion. Be aware of your emotional state. Again, there's no right or wrong answers, no judgment, no shame, no blame. With compassion, whether you're happy, sad, angry, frustrated, calm, depressed, joyous, inspired, whatever it is, just allow it to be there. Just observe the dynamics. With compassion. Be aware of the breath. We controlled the breath. Now observe the breath. How the breath flows in and out of its own accord. When it's kind of working automatically. When it's just flowing in and out without you thinking about it. It's a constant reminder that the universe pays attention to you to get you to breathe. It keeps that rhythm of your heart going. That steady beat of your heart. Your rhythm of life. These two essential dynamics constantly happening 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, every year of your life, from the beginning, from your first breath, in infancy, even in the womb, your heartbeat was going, and all the way to your last breath and your last beat when you move on to the next realm. Feel the flow of the breath with compassion. Beware of your thought patterns, your mind. You have thousands and thousands of thoughts throughout the day. They come and they go. just observe the mind and just see where your mind takes you. Again, there's no right or wrong answers, no judgment, no shame, no blame. Whether you're dwelling on the past, the present, the future, people, places, issues, pets, finances, job, relationships, whatever it is, there's no judgment, no shame, no blame. Just observe the dynamics of your mind and where does it take you. As you can observe the body, the emotions, the breath, and the mind, there's a vast part of your consciousness beyond these 4 dimensions that connect you with the cosmos, connect you with your unlimited self, connect you with your undying self, your unlimited, infinite self, your the direct connection with the universe, your connection with the divine flow of energy, however you just find that for yourself. So just dwell within your soul or spirit without judgment, without shame, without blame, with compassion. These 5 dimensions, they all coexist, they're all happening at the same time, so consolidate your experience of body, emotions, breath, mind, and spirit into one complete experience of who you are at the moment without judgment, without shame, without blame, with compassion. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. We always end each class with a little song. It embodies why we do the yoga in the first place. So bring your palms together, center the chest. If you're coming up off your back, always turn on to your side and push yourself up that way because you don't want to overstress that lower back muscles. And you're dislodging a disc or something. So palms together, inhale. We'll sing it through twice. If you don't know it, just listen. It basically summarizes why we do the yoga in the first place. So inhale. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. We finish with the long Sat Nam. Sat, the totality of truth. Nam, the unique manifestation of some element of that truth happening here and now. So inhale deeply. God bless this earth with peace, God bless this earth with peace. God bless this earth with peace. Satnam. This is a free class, but if you're inclined to give a donation, we have a donation box back there. Make sure you put your name on the list so you can get a copy of what we did today. This is a very powerful meditation. I only read you half of the dynamics of what that meditation does for you.
Are you
when
going
you're
to send
doing,
us the full?
huh?
You'll send us the full meaning in the email?
That's what I do.
Oh, perfect.
When you do Sat Kriya, we did it for 3 minutes. It kind of heats up your spine. You might have felt a lot of heat if you were really doing it. You should rest or meditate at least that long or twice as long to let that energy gently disperse throughout your system rather than getting up and jerking around and going out and lifting loads and digging ditches and stuff like that. You might have some muscle cramps happening. Okay, any questions, any comments? I'm open and free to do that. We can do that forever if you need to. There's no stupid questions. Okay. See you next week if you're so inclined.
Thank you, Adi.
Thank you, Adi.
Thank you.